Imagine walking into a massive, bustling warehouse. In the past, human workers ran around with clipboards finding boxes, and later, computer screens helped them do it faster. But imagine if the warehouse ran entirely in the dark, with invisible robots communicating directly with the shelves. That is exactly what Salesforce just did to enterprise software. Welcome to the AI with Arun Show. In this video, we are diving into Salesforce Headless 360, unveiled at the 2026 TrailblazerDX conference. It is the most profound architectural shift in the company's 25-year history. Salesforce is pivoting from software you click through on a screen to pure infrastructure built specifically for AI. For decades, using Salesforce meant one thing: logging into a web browser. Headless 360 completely destroys that requirement. It exposes every single piece of data, sharing rule, and business process as an API, making the user interface totally optional. To make this magic happen, they use something called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. Think of MCP as a highly secure VIP Backstage Pass. It allows external AI programs, like a bot running over on Microsoft Azure or Amazon, to talk directly to your Salesforce system. The greatest part? The AI automatically inherits the exact same security permissions as the human it is working for, ensuring your data stays completely locked down and safe. Salesforce built this entire revolution on three massive pillars. The first is build any way you want. They released over 60 new MCP tools and 30 coding skills, giving AI coding assistants live, direct access to your Salesforce setup. They also added native support for React, letting developers build interfaces with industry-standard tools. The second pillar is deploy on any surface, meaning you can take what you build and put it natively on Slack or mobile apps. Finally, Trust at Scale introduces strict testing and governance to ensure these new AI agents behave exactly how you want them to. Ultimately, developers are no longer trapped in Salesforce's proprietary toolchains. Why go through all this trouble? Because human interfaces are massive bottlenecks. If you've ever tried to automate a computer task, you know bots usually rely on screen scraping, literally trying to read a website like a human does, which is slow and breaks constantly. Headless 360 allows instant, browserless communication, where systems talk directly to systems. The fundamental worker of the future isn't a human, it is a software agent. Salesforce is shifting from a system of record to a system of execution, positioning themselves as the engine for these agents. Soon, we'll see vibe coding, where AI writes the vast majority of our software code, and human approvals happen instantly over a simple Slack message. Let's look at how this transforms specific tools, starting with Experience Cloud. Previously, this was a platform used to build standard destination websites. Now, it has evolved into a headless rendering service powered by the new Agentforce experience layer. This means a developer can build a complex workflow just one time. For example, an automated chat process to rebook a canceled flight. Because of Headless 360, that exact same interactive workflow can instantly deploy across WhatsApp, Microsoft Teams, or a mobile app. You don't need to rewrite the code for every platform, which eliminates technical fragmentation and ensures your customer has a seamless journey wherever they interact with you. Commerce Cloud is also getting a massive upgrade as the industry shifts toward headless commerce. Imagine you are scrolling through social media and you see an amazing pair of sneakers. Instead of clicking a link that redirects you to a slow website, the entire product catalog and checkout process are embedded right into your social media feed. Headless 360 makes Salesforce's massive commerce engine accessible via simple APIs. Whether a business wants to build a totally custom app, set up an in-store digital kiosk, or build a complex B2B portal, they now have total design freedom to meet modern shoppers wherever they are. Now, here is the massive catch. To make any of these AI agents actually work, you absolutely must have Salesforce Data Cloud as your foundation. Think of Data Cloud as the AI's brain and memory. It harmonizes all the messy, unstructured data in your company so the AI actually has the context to reason effectively. But this brainpower is incredibly expensive. Accessing these necessary Data Cloud Plus or premium tiers will cost an enterprise anywhere from $65,000 to $175,000 every single year. It is a mandatory, heavy investment if a company wants to unlock the actual power of Headless 360. Because everything is so highly technical now, it's creating a massive divide that experts call the builder gap. For a decade, Salesforce was championed by low-code administrators, everyday business folks who built workflows using simple drag-and-drop tools. But Headless 360 requires hard software engineering skills, like managing servers and writing complex code. There currently isn't a great plan to help regular admins learn these skills. To bridge this gap, Salesforce launched the Forward Deployed Engineering Partner Network. These are elite consultants whose sole job is to operationalize these complex AI agents and get them running successfully in the real world. How do you charge for an invisible AI worker? Salesforce created an entirely new, multi-layered hybrid pricing model. First, companies can pay a flat $2 for every successful conversation the AI completes. For high-volume, repetitive digital tasks, you can buy flex credits in bulk, which breaks down to about 10 cents per action. And for the human workers, Salesforce introduced premium Agentforce licenses that range from $125 up to an incredible $550 per user per month. This complex structure gives financial officers a predictable ceiling on their costs, while ensuring Salesforce can still monetize massive, heavy AI usage. You might be thinking, if AI agents do all the work, won't companies buy fewer human licenses? Absolutely. This is called the seat cannibalization trap, and it's an existential threat to Salesforce's revenue. If a sales team needs fewer humans, Salesforce's growth flattens. To combat this, they use a strategy called ARPU expansion, which means they drastically raise the price of every remaining human seat by bundling in the AI capabilities. Basically, the humans left behind carry the economic weight of the AI hovering next to them. In fact, managing these soaring AI costs is now the primary concern limiting platform value for 90% of chief information officers. We all know AI is unpredictable. Because it uses probabilistic reasoning instead of strict programmed rules, the risk of it making a massive mistake is high. To stop AI from going rogue, Salesforce introduced the Agent Lifecycle Management Suite. They created Agent Script, a new language that forces the AI to follow explicit business rules. They also launched a testing center to catch logic gaps and an A/B testing API to run 2 different AI versions simultaneously to see which performs better. This gives enterprises professional tools to strictly measure, control, and tune exactly how their AI behaves before releasing it to customers. For highly sensitive actions, like issuing a massive financial refund, Salesforce uses trusted agent identity. This requires a human to click approve on a mobile device, ensuring a human stays in the loop for high-risk decisions. But Salesforce is facing intense competition from natively headless platforms like commerce tools. While Salesforce wins because your data and trust frameworks are fully integrated, competitors win on flexibility and lower technical barriers. The real battleground is the architect's test. Mid-market companies might decide to build their own cheap AI stacks on Amazon or OpenAI, bypassing Salesforce's expensive consumption models entirely. To wrap up, let's go back to our dark warehouse. The lights might be off and human screens might be gone, but the business is moving faster and smarter than ever. Headless 360 is not just a software update. It is the starting gun for the future of enterprise work. The web browser is no longer the final destination. By transforming their entire platform into programmable infrastructure, Salesforce is fighting to remain the essential brains of your company, even if they are no longer the face. The companies that successfully master this agent-driven architecture won't just save time, they will dominate their industries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the AI with Arun Show. And please consider joining us as a member. I will see you in the next video.